Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. It's been a long season for PvP enthusiasts between the apparent lack of new PvP content and the experience of having our lunch money stolen by aggressive frame shotguns while 120 hand cannons go to prom with the girl we have a crush on. But those days may very well be coming to an end. Well, not the new PvP content part, but the 120 shoddy meta, that part. On Tuesday, we watched the sun rise on a grateful universe after Bungie snapped their fingers, giving shotguns a serious range nerf as well as 120 hand cannons, while also taking away their ability to consistently 2-tap with minor damage buffs. But where does that leave us? What new tyrants will rise in their place, and what can we expect to see a lot of in PvP moving forward? That's what we're going to chat about in this video, just after I take a moment to thank our sponsor for today's content, Red Magic. Red Magic recently sent me their brand new cutting-edge 6R gaming phone, and I cannot begin to explain just how incredible gaming feels on this machine. The screen on this bad boy is 144 Hz. That's literally insane for a phone. Imagine playing PvP mobile games with up to 144 frames per second. It's got a 360 Hz touch sampling rate for when you're tapping the screen multiple times with different fingers for different inputs and commands. Guys, this literally feels like cheating in PUBG Mobile. It's like playing Trials of Osiris on Stadia levels of easy. On top of the insane hardware, you've also got the comfort and competitive edge of having built-in triggers on the side of the phone so you can take shots without ever breaking up your movement or confusing your command inputs tapping the screen. The triggers have a 400 Hz touch sampling rate, so the accuracy of this phone reading your inputs is next level. Internally, this phone sports the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 with 5G. Your connections are going to be the best in the business. Between the shoulder triggers, the performance of the display, and the connection quality, gaming on this phone is like driving a Ferrari. It's like playing on a high-end PC against players on an Atari. On top of that, you've got a 64 megapixel Ultra HD quad cam, which will help you capture in high quality all the moments you want to share. So if you want to check these out, make sure you check the links in the description and in the pinned comment to get started. And thank you very much, Red Magic, for sponsoring the content today. All right, let's talk about Destiny. So a lot of things have happened this week. You know, we got the sandbox changes, we got a brand new precision frame shotgun to farm, we got Moon and Dreaming City weapons back in the mix, and we've got a bunch of Guardians trying out their new spoils in PvP, including all those mentioned, and the Adept Plug 1, which is easily farmable this week. In addition, we've got Guardians running around in PvP with bad armor sets, trying to accomplish specific tasks for their Solstice grind. In other words, this week is a total mess in PvP. It's the age of exploration that we always encounter after a shakeup. And one guy had a good game with some random thing, and he's claiming it's the new meta with zero testing on Twitter, and everybody jumps on board. Yeah, that whole song and dance, but I digress. I've spent a lot of time in PvP this week, and I've played against plenty of people running last season's powerhouse combos, and I can definitely say that on the high end of the skill gap, 120s and shotguns are still very, very strong. A lot of the general play style that accompanies that combo is still very, very effective. You know, a lot of times what they do is they prime you up, even with just one shot from the hand cannon with the primary weapon, and then when you go to cover or you go to heal, maybe you go to throw down a healing rift, whatever it may be, that's when they're going to push up with the shotgun. They're going to try to clean you up before you have time to recover your health. So it's really not about that one-shot kill at maximum range all the time with that combo. A lot of the higher end skill gap players are using the shotgun as a means of cleaning up damage they've already done. But but that combo, it's not unbeatable. In fact, I would argue that after this mid-season shakeup, there are lots of things that can compete at higher levels in PvP. SMGs like the Multi-Mach and the Huckleberry, they feel very good and have, a little more room to maneuver with shotguns having to get closer to one-tap you. Fusion rifles are feeling like strong contenders too. Slug shotties are much more prevalent, and even pulse rifles like the Grid Skipper and the No Time to Explain are kicking some serious butt. If I had to guess about what's going to be on top, I'd say 120 hand cannons, pulse rifles, slug shotties, and grenade launchers. Those are the things that are going to rule the roost for a bit. If I was a betting man, that's where I would put my money. Luckily, I'm a pulse rifle fan, so this is really good news for me. This Time Worn Spire that you're seeing a lot of in the gameplay, this is one of my favorite primaries in the game. I have 4,300 kills on this one in particular. I'm also nearing 2,000 kills on the No Time to Explain in PvP. Can I just make a quick recommendation? Try that gun out. If you have not already, especially with the Catalyst, try the No Time to Explain out in PvP. It is seriously good. You can get consistent 2-burst kills, and the little turret that it spawns is so helpful. You're going to get so many more eliminations. Sometimes when I get that Time Rift turret up and running, sometimes I don't even see people. You know, they're moving in and out of cover at an angle I'm not particularly looking at the moment, but the turret sees it, and it takes a shot, and it may only do, you know, between 11 and 33 damage on that first burst that it takes. And, you know, a teammate of mine maybe bodies him with a frozen orbit. I get credit for a kill. I didn't see the guy. I didn't shoot at the guy. I did nothing to earn that kill. But the turret's like, hey, I'm going to do some work for you. I'm going to help you out here. I've had so many extra eliminations because of the No Time to Explain, shooting things that I don't even see. And it also helps to supplement when you're in a duel. Maybe you get a full headshot burst, but then you get like head, body on your second burst. But that turret is going to do some extra damage to make up the fact that you didn't hit all headshots, and it's going to get you that consistent 2-burst. I really can't say enough good things about the No Time to Explain. The optics are also super clean for short-range duels, as well as the range being astronomical for long-range duels. Try it out, trust me, it's super freaking good. I happen to really like pulse rifles, and I'm very happy to be in a Crucible landscape that welcomes them. I would highly encourage you to pick up a good pulse rifle and take it for a spin. I also predicted a slug shotgun meta back when they initially announced these changes, and I'm going to stick with that. I think Duality and Chaperone, even the Sojourner's Tale, are going to be very strong this season. Expect to run into them a lot. But what about fusion rifles? I think you can expect to see more of those too. Unfortunately, there's not a great many of those around to farm. I mean, Arantilla's sunset, Glacioclasm isn't around to farm, the Alatha is gone, good luck getting a Wiser Rebuke. People will likely pick up exotics like the Telesto, which has always been good, or even the Merciless, which is, with the Catalyst especially, is pretty good. But the Plug One is an incredible fusion rifle, and with it being farmable yet again this week, I would caution you to look out for it in PvP. It's a beast. An actual stat monster with multiple S-tier perks in its pool. It would behoove you to take the time to try to farm for a decent one yourself. If you like fusions, you won't regret it. I already have over 4,000 PvP kills this season on my various Plug Ones. It's a nutty gun. Also, as I mentioned earlier, expect some grenade launchers. I hate them. I seriously hate playing against grenade launchers. Wither Horde makes my blood boil. Truth Teller makes me want to swear. Ignition Code can eat a turd for all I care. But that being said, while I find them as annoying as heck, I'm not actively campaigning to see them get nerfed. There's a part of me that respects that you have to dramatically change your playstyle to match those weapons. I'm not saying they're the highest skill weapons. I think I'm certainly not saying that. But, you know, at least it's different. And I hate trying to snuff out different playstyles in Destiny. I hate that. So I may change my tune and start campaigning against them one day, but I'm not quite there yet. I will just respectfully hate them. But if there's going to be a season where we hear the masses cry out against grenade launchers, it's probably going to be this one. So buckle up, because they're coming for your booties. Lastly, I will mention that I think 140 hand cannons are going to make, they're going to get a little more love this season. If I had to wager, I'd say the Palindrome and the Ace of Spades are both going to be contenders this season in PvP. So better get used to dueling them and get ready to deal with mid-range peak shotting right in and out of cover while you're going against them. So quick recommendation, save your grenades for using them on corners where hand cannon users are likely laying in wait to begin their strafe shooting in and out of cover, and that's going to help flush them out. So, but what about you? What are your predictions for this season? Give me 3 weapons you expect to be in the top 10 weapons used in PvP for the remainder of this season, and then revisit your comment in a couple of weeks and see if you were right on the money. You know, see where you were at. How close were you? How accurate was your estimation? So thanks for watching the video and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button. That really does help out in the algorithm and with growth and new subscribership. So thank you so much if you support my content, and whether you leave a comment or like it. And be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.